Man, Trump, you're killing me, man. Like, how do we defend you now when you get John Bolton in there? Like, this is the same guy we were protesting against during the Bush era. This is the same guy who lied about weapons of mass destruction and with Colin Powell and mobile weapons labs in Iraq. And are we really going to trust this guy? Is Trump going to trust this guy to advise him about national security issues? Are you serious? And this is what we're just supposed to live with, I guess. This is the new America where Trump speaks out of both sides of his mouth. He's like, hey, we're going to do this over here. And then he's like, hey, we're going to do that. And nobody actually understands what's going on. That there's a global government being set up. That China is the new conqueror of the world. That they're basically this giant prison camp that's run by a military faction that, I mean, they've killed more people in history than any other country. Chinese dictators. And we're just going to trust, John Bolton. Watch this, okay? I kind of already watched it here. Wait. So, like, watch this.
I want to make the case for secrecy in government when it comes to the conduct of national security affairs, and possibly for deception where that's appropriate. You know, Winston Churchill...
So, okay, let's watch that one more time. He's for deception.
Now, I want to make the case
in
for
wartime.
Secrecy in government when it comes to the conduct of national security affairs, and possibly for deception where that's appropriate. You know, Winston Churchill said during World...
National security! We must have national security! What does that mean if you're going against the Constitution? What is it? Watch, he'll say this, too, in this video, that he's basically not for the Constitution during wartime. We need to lie. We need to deceive the American people. That's what he just said. That's what he just said. Let's watch this again. He just lied. He just said that he's a liar, and he will lie to us.
For secrecy in government when it comes to the conduct of national security affairs, and possibly for deception where that's appropriate. You know, Winston Churchill said during World War II that in wartime...
This is not World War II.
It should be surrounded by...
The war on terror is manufactured.
Absolutely.
You would lie in order to preserve the truth.
If I had to say...
There is no lying to preserve the truth. It's just a lie.
National security, I would do it. I don't think we're often...
National security is the Constitution.
But would I lie about where the D-Day invasion was going to take place to deceive the Germans? You better believe it.
Is that what Bush told you to say? I don't know. Or Dick Cheney?
Because they are not dealing in the civil society we live in under the Constitution. They are dealing...
You're not living in the civil society we live in under the Constitution. You're breaking it!
But you took an oath to uphold the Constitution, and the Constitution mandates certain openness and certain fairness.
God, dude.
You're willing to do away with that in order to achieve a temporary military goal?
And I think, as Justice Jackson said in a famous decision, the Constitution's not a suicide pact.
But you took an oath to it.
That's exactly right. And I think defending the United States from foreign threats does require actions that in a normal business environment in the United States we would find unprofessional. Yeah. I don't make any apology for it.
So, but what about, okay, it doesn't just say against foreigners. It says against domestic tamperers, too. Foreign and domestic, right? Am I missing something here? Was I born yesterday? I think I was born yesterday, apparently. So let's just trust Trump. That's the whole problem with the Trump movement, is we're just trusting Trump. We're not holding his feet to the fire. We're not like out in the streets against John Bolton like we should be. We should get a bunch of people out there against John Bolton that are Trump supporters. Just have a huge Trump flag or something, or Trump posters that say, we want America first. John Bolton is a anti-constitutionalist piece of trash or a piece of filth, or you fill in the line, whatever. I mean, he is anti-constitution. He just admitted on camera to the entire world in front of one of my favorite constitutionalists, Andrew Napolitano, that if we're in war, which we're really kind of not. I mean, this is debatable if we're even in a World War II style world war. I mean, that essentially, if we're going to get a America-style future where America is in charge of everything, we have to lie to the American people, because we're basically breaking international law and going and invading all these countries without any basis, without any actual constitutional basis, without allowing Congress to vote on it and everything like you're supposed to do, like for the Afghanistan war. They lied. They said, especially in Iraq, that there's weapons of mass destruction that weren't there. Mobile weapons labs, Colin Powell, and the whole C-SPAN thing where they had all these charts and graphs and showing the compounds that never existed. It was all a lie, okay? There was no national security problems there. Iraq didn't actually have any ability to attack us or anything. They lied and said that they did 9/11, guys. The same guy that Trump's going to put in there. The same damn guy. This is unbelievable. The guy just said, I have to just mention this again. Did you just see that video? Did you just see John Bolton say that he will not support the Constitution because we're in a war? And that's the whole reason why we fight wars. It's supposed to be for the Constitution, to preserve our rights, to preserve our way of life. And he's saying, no. Forget all that. Just your head's scrambled, okay? What we need to do is lie to get into wars that would make us less free in the world, that would make us basically more susceptible to terrorist attacks, make more people pissed off at us. I'm sorry I was born yesterday, guys, but apparently Trump knows what he's doing on this one, right? We're just going to trust him. Just trust him! Not the Constitution. Forget that. It's just a piece of paper. So, on that, Trump, you're really going against your base here. This is really, like, are you seriously going to drop your potential chances for winning in 2020 by going with the neocon agenda and this total globalist piece of trash? You talk about globalist, the neocon agenda, getting all these wars in the Middle East. What does that help? That helps global government agenda. That means we're not able to protect ourselves. That means our sovereignty's lost because we decided to be Rome and expand and go invade all these countries. Well, now we're going to suffer the consequences because we've been neoconed, America.